Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle with Sunstones and Moonlight, bringing you a message from the Divine. Let us see what the Divine has for us today. Thank you for those who have stuck with me. I did take a little bit of a break here. It was definitely needed. There are some things that really needed to be tended to, and I had to take time off from YouTube. I did take a little bit of time from Instagram also. Just a day or two here and there as I had to handle things like we all do. But I was still available for Reiki sessions, in person and distance. You could definitely go to my website for that, sunstonesandmoonlight.com. I got all that straightened out. There was problems with that. I mean, just everything. But let's get into this reading and see what the Divine has for us today. Root Girl, the disowned self. Wow, so powerful. Cosmic Womb, the Divine Feminine. Okay, what I'm getting right away with this, especially with the disowned self, a lot of you have gone through this, obviously through eclipse season, but really through this full moon in Scorpio that just took place, and we still have the energies going on for that today. A lot of you have maybe disowned yourself, your true self, and have let it go because of so much going on emotionally and in your being, that you have had to find yourself again. Find where you're rooted down, where you're strong, where is your strength. Some of you have had to find your divine feminine, the divine feminine within, because a lot of us women have had to take on both roles, and we had to be everything, and we've had to step up and be in our masculine energy, which there's no problem with doing that and working with our logic and working with our analytical self. But at the same time, we get so caught up in that we are not in our feminine, we're not able to receive. We're busy trying and striving to manifest, when instead of sitting back and allowing it to come to us and manifest through reception instead of trying. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the crossing, the initiation. So I really feel for a lot of you, this is where you need to be at right now. You need to be crossing over the initiation, moving to the other side of this full moon that just has taken place, the other side of who you really are. Not that you can't be rooted down, but you have to be rooted down to your feminine, to who you really are. And the Divine is asking you to cross in. They're extending a hand, saying, please, it is time. It is time for you to move forward. It is a time for you to be who you are truly meant to be. It is time for you to take that chance, take that risk, that it's all going to be okay in the end, that there's nothing wrong with taking that risk. That the Divine has you. The Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Look at that. That's what I was saying. Take the chance, take the risk, that you have it. Be confident in who you are. The Lost Compass, getting back to integrity. getting back to what you're meant to be doing, getting back to living an authentic life. The divine is initiating, saying, please come forward. This message is meant to find some of you and say, this is it. We're ready. We have turned the page. Oh, too many popped out. Sorry about that. Five of Cups. Yeah. You can feel the loss and mourn the loss of what you are leaving behind or what you have left behind. But as these cups are knocked over here, you really don't want them anymore. You really want the new life. And to keep looking back at that, you have to really get back to yourself, because there is another cup here and another cup here, swirling with magic. The Magician's sword. You need to come to your own emotions and bring yourself back, and not to look back at these. And if you do, you look back at them as learning lessons to go forward. To be stuck there is not good. Two of Swords. Are you feeling confused? Are you not sure which way to go? Because it's already telling you that divine is telling you, come back to yourself. And not to listen to the squawking of others. That is really what I'm hearing with this. Do not listen to the squawking of others. They are trying to keep you lost. They are trying to keep you from not knowing who you really are. To reject your true, authentic self. And the divine is initiating you, saying, no, come forward. I'm giving you the Magician's sword. You have that magic. Getting back to your true integrity and not to what other people feel that you should be doing, or living the life that they want you to live. Four of Wands. Getting back to your integrity, the Magician's sword, and to celebrate and to be happy. This is where you're meant to be. Celebrating your life, that you've come this far. Even the colors go together. Getting back to your true integrity. What I heard right away was, be gone. Be gone, these squawking birds. Be gone, these squawking people who are negative and filling you with self-doubt and deceit. Because they do not have the courage to go forward. But for you, you do have that courage. You have that strength, that ability. And step into your truth. You know which way you're going. You have clarity. You have peace of mind. You are stepping into your feminine. And you're doing it very regally, is what I'm hearing. You're being in your power. You are being who you are meant to be, and you're leaving behind the negativity. She has the sword also here, that Magician's sword. She's able to wield that sword of truth, that voice of truth. That is what you need to be living in, is in your own voice of truth. And then this will bring in everything that you want. The love of your job, your love of your career, the love that you are longing for, unconditional love of self. This is an amazing reading coming off of this full moon. I don't know how any of you feel. I know I feel so much better. I was going into it and I was like, I have nothing, that I'm really releasing. And I'm a Scorpio sun. And I was going into it really good. And someone sent me something in the mail on Saturday. And I was like, wow. And it kind of opened my eyes like, I do have some things or some people or situations I do need to release, because they are a distraction and they are stopping me. And then it culminated Sunday evening. And then since then, the full moon, I've totally released that negative situation. And I feel some of you, this is the same thing. And if I'm going through it, I know the collective, my collective, is going through this also. This is what fell on the floor. And get in touch with your feminine energy, the side of you that is nurturing, intuitive, compassionate, playful. This will bring more balance to your life. This is exactly what I was saying, that you need to come into that. Because a lot of women, like I said, have been in their masculine, and there is a time and a place for that, where we have to keep that balance. But right now it's out of balance. You're so busy striving. Healing tunes, frequencies, and other forms of sound healing will benefit you greatly now. This will allow your vibration to tune to a higher frequency. Set aside time to unwind with sound. And look at that. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Definitely keeping yourself balanced. Clean your space mentally, physically, and inside your place of dwelling. This is a great time for a deep clean and hitting the reset button. Organizing and tidying up will create more clarity, growth, and well-being. That is for someone probably very specific. A specific animal spirit can be of great assistance and guidance for you at this time. Notice whether in dreams or in waking, which animals you see more often. They will have a message for you. I know for myself, it's been owls the last 2 nights or 3 nights. So that for me tells me wisdom and endings. I thought it would be my puppy dog. And he's still here. He's quiet today. Thank goodness. He's almost 16. He's a little old man. What animals? Comment that down below. What animals have you been seeing in your dreams or all around you? I think last week I had ravens. Ravens in my backyard. Usually they're in my front yard. Last summer, this year, they've all been in my backyard. Dare to venture outside your comfort zone. This is a time of expansion, new opportunities, and doing all those things you've held back on. There is no more time to waste. Get out of there and explore. Wow, isn't that what I was saying? Speaking your truth, moving forward, taking the chance, taking the risk, getting out of your comfort zone. It's a time of expansion. Doing the things that you held back on. Wow, you can't even make this up. Let's get just a couple of tea leaves real quick. Apple. Temptation will test you. For those squawking birds, if they try to hold you back. You know what to do. Do not fall into it. They're trying to keep you from moving forward. And you can't allow that to happen. The divine is holding out the invitation. This dropped on the floor for those looking for romance, especially with the Ace of Cups here. I'll put it off to the side. Romance is in the air. For those looking for love, maybe that's what the divine is asking for some of you to do, is to actually open your heart to love. Open your heart in wanting that and putting yourself in situations. That might be what you need to take the risk on, actually going out instead of staying home like a lot of us do. Scrolling on your phone, sending memes to your two best friends, reading books. I love to read. I do all the things. I've seen the memes on people like myself. I do it. But maybe for somebody else out there who's ready and looking, and the divine is giving you that initiation, saying go for it. Those looking for love and romance. Ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So for some of you, again, if you're looking for love, it might lead you down that way. Some will be attending. And for others, you will be making a commitment into a new career or in business. Bread, a period of prosperity and abundance. That's what's going to happen when you take the chance and you are willing to risk. Dogs, getting together with friends. That's what's going to help you with the opportunities. You have to be out there. Nest, an emotionally secure and loving family is important to you. So for some of you, if that is maybe who the squawking birds are, and you have to set the boundaries. And it's not always easy to do, especially with family members. It's almost easier to set boundaries with friends and with your job and with your career. I know even for myself personally, setting up boundaries with family is hard because they expect you to remain the same and not always grow, and you're always that little girl, like on here, the disowned self. That sometimes could be you because they put you there and they're not ready for you to change and make the growth. But you can't listen. You have to push that away, push those negative thoughts to the side. This is what I got for you today. I hope this helps. Comment down below and I will catch you on my next reading. Thank you and be blessed.